Simplify and express your answer without using negative exponents. Let's go ahead and work through this very carefully and show all the steps. So the first rule we're going to use is if you have, say, a over b, and it's being raised to a power, which we'll call, say, n, then basically you just raise each piece to that power. So it'll be a to the n over b to the n. That's the first property of exponents that we're going to use. So in this case, our a is 4x, so it will be 4x, and this whole thing is cubed. And on the bottom we have 5y squared, and this whole thing here is also cubed. So you just raise each piece to the third power. The next rule says if you have a, b to the n and it's multiplied, again, same thing, you raise both to the same power. So when you're dividing or multiplying, you're allowed to do that. So in this case here, it'll be 4 cubed, x cubed, over, and then 5 cubed, and here's where it gets tricky, it'll be y squared cubed. Now, I'm really tempted to skip steps. You're allowed to skip steps. Like, if you know the next rule, you can do it, right? The next rule says you multiply the 3 and the 2, but purposely showing all of the steps. So the next step is to keep going. So 4 cubed is 64. That's because 4 times 4 is 16, and 16 times 4 is 64. Yep, 64 x cubed. And then 5 cubed is 125. And then here you multiply. 3 times 2 is 6. You get y to the 6th. The rule there is if you have a to the n to the m, power to a power, you multiply. It's a to the n times m. That's the rule. So here it's just 3 times 2, so you get 6. I hope this video has been helpful.